part of these 4 runs is that in one of them, Karua got what's known as the early hammer. Early hammer results from a series of incredibly lucky events in the World 2 overworld map. This is a diagram of World 2. There are 2 Hammer brothers. One starts here and has a music box. We'll be ignoring him for now. The second one starts here and has a hammer, which can break down these barriers to help you move to get to new areas on the map soon and more. Hammer brothers move 1 space after each level you complete or die in, and the direction they move is random. If they move on top of a level, or on top of another Hammer brother, then they'll move an additional time until they reach an open spot on the map. Normally this works out just fine.
Guy dies
The
every
player will
fucking
move
round.
through
Quick.
2-1, 2-2, the fortress, up past 2-3, through the sun level, either
Way to
up
go,
past
High.
2-4 or down past 2-5,
Awesome shot, pal.
and then the pyramid level, before finally reaching
you're
the
so
ending
fucking
airship.
lucky.
The player picks up the hammer somewhere in this rectangle on the map, and the hammer is then used in World 4 to break this
I
barrier and
switched to
skip
the
past the
shotgun, your
fortress.
teammate got me.
Keep in mind though, the direction the Hammer brother moves after each level is random. So theoretically, this exact series of moves could happen. He moves up here after 2-1, up here after 2-2, over and across 2-4 after the fortress since he can't stop on the level itself, and then down and to the left after 2-3. Instead of reaching him somewhere in this rectangle, you reach him on this space, which is before the sun level. So, you could collect the hammer here, go down here and break the block with it, and then skip both the sun level and 2-5. Unfortunately, the odds in the Hammer brother making the exact moves you need to reach him after 2-3 are around 5%. If everything does work, you end up gaining around 45 seconds from skipping the 2 levels, but keep in mind that by using the
I could hear Benny
That'll be
hopping around behind me.
my autograph is worth about at least about $10, right?
1.
More like 350.
What?
Poor scribble. Did you see that lolca? Like the way it looked? Wow.
What's that?
The way Scribble died.
Yeah, it was bad. Bad spawn point for him.
He got wrecked.
Get the fuck out of there,
That's
asshole!
sad.
I could imagine how that felt.
God damn.
Been there, done that.
The body count is 81.
Sorry.
Cool. Hold on though. I got a question for you, Longo.
Yo.
Have you ever seen you do HP?
Have you ever stuck a
Oh, it happened again.
Have you ever seen like the battle screen HP come up and I'll have a whole bunch of junk characters across the top row and that's it?
No.
Oh my.
Hammer in World 2, you don't have it for World 4. So you can't break the block and skip the fortress, and you lose half a minute by having to play through it. Still, it's a pretty nice net gain of 15 seconds overall if you're lucky enough to get it. But this was only scratching the surface of the potential of early Hammer. Mitch's next world record, a 52-59, would demonstrate another layer. Since the Hammer brothers are usually off screen, and you can't
Sit down, motherfucker.
Midget
Am I talking to myself?
I tried high.
It was pretty
Is my
bad.
microphone working?
No.
No.
Have you seen the grown man naked? That's like, yes, I took a picture of it. It's awesome. I heard it.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Obviously. Boost knows. What's up, Boost?
No, I heard what I heard. And that's it. I heard it.
I think you and Chubbs share a fucking hearing.
Now that is fucking hurtful, dude. You know how to go at the fucking heart, don't you?
It's just like LD and his big fucking ear horn.
Wins the round.
What was that shit? You know what I'm talking about, eh? What was this fucking English comedy shit? Was it fucking Benny Hill or something? With the big horn, eh? It's either Benny Hill or Monty Python.
Fuck off, Fizz! You sorry whore. You dirty, dirty whore.
Yeah, man.
What's up, buddy?
Not too much. Ain't got to work till the start of the new year.
You do or you don't? I didn't. I missed
Sounds like
that.
fucking one of you.
Good, man. Good.
Yep. Now I gotta figure out what to do with myself.
Yeah. You didn't say you got fired.
Man, how you gonna get
This
fired
guy
on your
high
day off?
finally kills me. Now he's the fucking king.
Oh, nice one, Bender. You owed me that.
Impressive.
Yeah, fuck all them motherfuckers. Figure that shit out yourself.
What the fuck's a cunt nugget? I suppose it depends if you're gay or straight.
Damn,
No, just
my cells are fucking dead today. What the fuck is
nugget
going
sitting
on?
in the car.
I guess everybody's fucking.
Your cells. Your cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
I
good.
guess everybody's done
Wow.
Christmas shopping.
What's up, Doomer?
Is that like a
It
millennial?
usually picks up like
deal?
the day after Christmas.
Dude, my cells are all fucked up, dude.
You gotta take your vitamins, man.
Does that mean I'm like
I'm not talking about
semi-retarded
sales.
or
I'm talking
what?
about like sales, like eBay sales, bro.
Oh, got it.
Eating what?
Sale.
eBay.
His eBay sells. eBay sells.
Dude, you need to shut the fuck up.
I love coming in late at night when everyone's fucking half sloshed.
Eh?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
you
Drake
guys
and Rob.
brain cells?
Hey,
Or,
hi.
I mean,
Do you want to
Lies,
dildo for your
lies,
fucking
lies.
booty hole?
Oh, don't get him started.
Begins in 3,
Do you want to suck the
2,
dildo?
1. Fight.
Wow, that was fun. All my people, all my favorite people shot me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Oh shit, look at Doomsday.
Yeah, look, it's a faggot.
Why does that never get old?
It never will.
I used to think LD and Rosie was the same person.
What's
That's
up,
real
dude?
intelligent.
I don't know how people
Say hi like
well,
one
not
time,
people,
right?
Donna think me and Megadro was the same person.
Last standing.
Did you say Dallas and Megatroll?
See where they move, it can be tricky to tell exactly how close you are to getting an early hammer. So, Mitch came up with an idea. Since the Hammer Brother is forced to move one space after you die, he would repeatedly die in 2-3 to try to get the Hammer Brother to come across, so you could ultimately avoid playing the level and instead get an early hammer that would skip 3 levels instead of just 2. He'd just force the Hammer Brother to move, and hope that he moved in the right directions to come across 2-3.
3,
Like a magnet.
1. Fight.
That was an accident. What's up, dude? You goddamn Canadian faggot. Can't say hi. Jesus Christ, man.
He's listening to Drake.
Merry Christmas. Anyway.
Impressive.
Yes, sir.
I like to move it, move it.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up!
Everyone in this room is now dumb for having
Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up!
I love that song after, what was it, Madagascar, with the lasers.
What song?
I like to move it.
What?
Did you guys
What?
ever see Madagascar with the fucking lemurs?
Yeah.
The lemurs. What?
Fucking lemurs.
Lamers, you said lamers.
How do you spell that?
Lemurs.
Move it, move it. Put the fucking penguin stop on the show.
How do you spell lemur?
I don't know. Fucking L-A-M-A.
L-A-M-E-R.
Lemur. God damn it.
Lemur.
It's like not llama, but
L-E-M-E-R.
lemur.
What's the fucking difference? What are you, a New Zealander?
New Zealander.
It's technical.
Oh, like Beamer?
Commentator.
Vote
Yeah.
Oh man.
What were you gonna play? Call it again.
I did not force that. Sorry.
Okay, what was it?
It was deer and gay, but still.
Prepare your team.
Okay, we'll play this. I'm good with it.
BRB.
Saying this and someone saying this.
Alright.
Oh, totally fine.
Time to kiss some asses, man.
Kiss some ass.
What was that?
Kiss, no,
Round
kick.
begins in 3, 2, 1.
Fuck my life.
Getting him to come over in just one death, or a one death early hammer, saves well over a minute in World 2, netting the player over half a minute overall. But sometimes it could take a few more deaths to get him to come over. Getting a 2 death or better early hammer has been calculated at about 1 to 2% likely, and after 4 deaths you end up losing as much time as the trick saves and are forced to reset. This created a bit of an ideological divide between the top 2 runners of the game, Mitch and Karua. Mitch had the world record with the 52-59, and he had a habit of getting a ton of runs to World 2 and just dying over and over to try for early hammer. He obviously lost a ton of runs here, but would occasionally get one on a super good pace as a result. Karua, on the other hand, wasn't a huge fan of dying for an early hammer, and instead just took as many runs as he could past World 2. If he happened to run into the hammer bro after 2-3, then he took it, but it usually didn't save as much time as when Mitch would get it before 2-3. So, which strategy was better? Mitch got his 52-59 with early hammer in May 2013, but Karua beat it by 2 seconds without early hammer 4 months later. Where did he make up more than 30?
Right now, guys.
Round
Maybe.
begins in 3,
Maybe.
2,
So,
1.
I want to hear the record.
Oh, whatever, dude.
You better be feeding in the cup, man.
Respect the motherfucking plasma.
30-second save by early hammer. Well, part of it was by cleaning up mistakes from Mitch's run. Mitch lost fire in World 4 of his run, and couldn't pick it back up until close to the end of World 5. So, he lost a bunch of time from not having fire for the boom boom fights, and having to use slower strategies in other stages. Karua was also able to avoid fighting a hammer brother that Mitch had to fight in World 4, and got the 7-1 clip in 5 tries versus Mitch's 8. These time saves added up to just a bit more than the
Just about to kick you, Sam.
Yeah.
Round
Everyone wanted to
begins in
spec you, I wanted to
3,
kick it.
2, 1.
Should have kicked me.
Blue wins the round.
Dude, I had a job out at the airport the other night.
Round begins in
At the
3,
airport?
2,
Yeah.
That's hot.
1. Fight.
Go through that security bullshit. So I crop dusted him on the way out.
Nice.
The approximately 40 seconds that Mitch's one death early hammer saved, and since both runners got one hand in World 8, Karua was able to finish just 2 seconds ahead of Mitch with the 52-57. Since Karua was able to get so many more runs past World 2, he had more opportunity to get cleaner runs with smoother later worlds. Just 2 weeks later though, Mitch was able to beat Karua back. He didn't have the chance to get early hammer this run, but he made up a bunch of time elsewhere. As you can see by his splits, he fell over a minute behind his early hammer record after World 2, but made up more than half of it in World 4 because he didn't have to play the Fortress. He made up more time in World 5.
It was really well done.
I know a lot of pieces of shit.
Round begins in 3, 2,
What's up,
1.
Demon?
Fight.
Top world in Atlanta.
But they paid like 35 grand for each one of these systems.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh shit, you not, man. I didn't expect it to be that much.
No, I meant that shit me. But, yeah.
Because he was able to hold on to Fire Mario, then pulled ahead after a very strong World 7.
I'm minus 1.5 after World 7. Like a green split.
World 8 was more of the same, cleaning up mistakes from his previous run, and then getting no hands.
God damn.
How
We're in
much?
the wrong business.
If I knew him just a little bit more, I would have said, did they kiss you first?
Is it touchscreen, or I mean, what's the fucking special about it? Fucking Micros doesn't cost that much.
It's almost like it's based on an iPad type scenario. It's well made though, it's really sharp, but it's not worth 35 grand.
Yeah, like I said, Micros doesn't cost that fucking much, dude. Micros has always been the best.
Well,
Well,
yeah, Micro,
I
but
think it
they
all
pissed them
depends
off.
on the long-term deal, basically, right? Am I right?
Well, Micro's fucked up though.
The hardware
He
ain't
had
shit.
to.
It's all the fucking bud fucking they do on the
Shut the
software.
fuck up.
Hey, fuck off, asshole.
Hey, you fuck You're a dickhead every time you come in here.
Still
When
the
did
best
it want
sound
to
ever.
sound like when you need it?
Hey, why don't you cry more?
Hey, yo, look, Boy Noy, I like your, picture.
A 52-23 without early hammer. Mitch sums it up best.
Beat my PB by 30.
But wait a second. Remember how I mentioned before that Mitch and Karua both did their runs on Wii Virtual Console? Remember how I said to keep it in mind for later? Well, not long after Mitch got a 52-23, runners discovered that playing on the Virtual Console version of Super Mario Bros. 3 was actually losing them about 15 seconds in each run. See, Wii Virtual Console games actually run about 0.5% slower than NES games. It's not really noticeable when playing the game normally, but over the course
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Everyone in this room is now dumb for having listened to it.
Fuck you, Val.
Aw, they're picking on me, man.
Nah, you know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
I merely rock out any block.
wins the round.
That's okay, Ball. That's good for me, man.
Yeah.
ATL sucks for you, it's good for me.
ATL and New York are about the same for me.
3, 2, 1, fight.
My team sucks no matter what server we're on.
What?
Of an hour-long speedrun, the time adds up drastically. So, Mitch switched to playing on an NES, and got back to doing more warpless runs, this time with a 15-second advantage. February 19th, 2014. Mitch was doing Super Mario Bros. 3 warpless attempts, and happened to get a 2-death early hammer. Keep in mind, the odds in getting a 2-death are better early.
Well, LD, you didn't tell me what you were drinking.
Slow get mid-air some shit. Fucking excellent.
Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening.
Oh, man, I'm trying to pick one. I'm working up a sweat.
Jack Burton always says at a time like this. Okay, you people sit tight and hold the fort and keep the home fire burning.
Big trouble in Little China.
Call the president. It's all in the reflexes.
That movie fucking rocks.
That's where Raina came from.
You came back, LD. That's your
Good job.
fault.
I know, right? Good job, dude.
God, no. Please.
Actually, you're correct. Raiden, yep.
Off the coast of Uranus.
Fuck.
What's the one guy that got really fat and then blew up?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah.
You know the other guy was
The
Kurt
movie?
Russell.
Yeah.
You know the other guy that was with Kurt Russell was Luke Kane.
Yeah.
Hold on. You said Chinese right now.
Blue wins the round. Accuracy.
That's where Luke Kane and Raiden
Yeah,
came
you're right. Yep, yep.
I think Reagan was in that movie too.
3, 2, 1.
He was before he was Raiden.
Oops.
The fuck happened?
You don't spill it, man. That's what happens. I can't believe it's not being right into the movie, man.
I don't know about the other guy. The other guy that was the one who was blowing the ball with his fucking like the air.
That's what I was talking about. That's the guy that blew up.
No, not that one. The other one. The one who was using the ball. And
Oh, right.
Not the one that blew up. Not Raiden. The other one.
Probably LD likes to get from behind.
Listen to all the faggots.
What was the fucking whisper?
Shut up, Hope.
The
Leroy,
guy.
what's
Remember
up,
they
bud?
was in
Leroy.
a room with Kurt.
Hey, Leroy. How tall are you, pal?
He used his mouth
Hey,
to blow
man.
the ball at Kurt.
Yeah. Leroy
That one.
knows. Let's say Leroy.
God damn it, man. Where's my goddamn team at? Fuck
all
off.
dead.
Leroy. You need to go fuck yourself, son. Yeah, it's a fag pizza.
So who was David Lopan? Is that supposed to be like Shane's son or somebody?
That's Leroy's boyfriend.
That's what I was gonna, yeah, that was his name. Yeah. Yeah, he was Shank's son.
Blue wins the round.
It's Leroy's boyfriend. Fucking mix
Mortal
that
Kombat
shit up,
pretty
man.
much stole that whole movie.
Mix it up. Mix
I
it
know,
up.
right?
Fuck
They
my
should have
mouth.
sued him.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Fuck my life.
David Lopan was a weak ass motherfucker.
Love handles.
Man, my team sucks assholes, dude.
Get it, man. I get it.
Blue wins the round.
That Chinese chick was pretty. That Chinese chick was pretty though. The one with the green eyes.
Yeah, the one that said $5.
She wasn't even Chinese. That's what her fucking
What she was.
No.
She was some type of Asian.
If she's got like any kind of slanted eyes, it's Chinese.
I'm not talking about Kurt's girlfriend. I'm talking about the Liu Kane's girlfriend.
Oh right. Oh yeah, she
Man,
was.
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
She was Chinese.
Yeah, she was.
No, she was Japanese.
Could be.
She was
And you're full-blooded faggot.
It like depends on the cheekbones or something.
What's up,
It was
Sif?
Vietnamese.
I mean, I meant that in the nicest way possible.
Did Lunkin just call you shit fly?
No, Sif fly.
What's up, shit fly?
Hey, shit fly.
Round begins.
I think I did back in the day.
No one Lunkin, he said it.
Back in the day, I did call him shithead.
He still can't speak to us. He broke his mic.
Stop lying. Stop lying, motherfucker.
He fucking sat.
Leroy, you bitch ass.
He's controlling his tag.
What's
His
poppin',
fat
blood?
ass. His fat ass sat on it.
Leroy on the set.
Crab walk, dribble, motherfucker.
You gonna get DP'd on the set, bruh.
Last standing.
That reminds me of that song.
The ribeye.
The hammer is less than 2%.
Accuracy.
The ribeye looks good, mate.
Round begins in 3.
EDM ribeye.
1.
Alright. I'm not helping.
You in last place, motherfucker.
I'm thinking about ribeyes and big giant afros.
Hey, Leroy, you missed it last night, Leroy, when Nate was here talking about
Man, I cut my shit.
the N-word.
I cut my shit.
Blackout. Ask him the same question
Finally.
that Nate kept on asking you.
Actually, I didn't
I
cut
don't even remember the
Barber
question.
fucked up.
This motherfucker's been going like goddamn.
I remember the question, but I'm not
years,
repeating
man.
that ignorant shit.
So this was a big opportunity for Mitch. He was 48 seconds ahead after World 2.
Look at that.
As always with early Hammer, time was lost in World 4 because of having to play the Fortress. But after that, he just picked up time in each split. This was turning into a really nice run, and by the time he entered World 7, he was over half a minute ahead. But the biggest obstacle in World 7 was right at the start, the 7-1 clip.
Come on!
Remember that he was saying that black people keep the N-word alive.
Round begins in.
Oh, they do. That's no doubt about that.
Partially true because.
Partially my ass. Stop it. Don't be stupid.
Hey, we didn't invent this shit. Don't get mad. White people invented
Man.
Hey, at least
Hold up, Leroy, I didn't know
as
you
long
were
as I
black.
get some afro, I'm good.
it. These are facts, man. Don't be mad.
Leroy, I didn't know you were black this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's black as fuck, dude.
I mean, black is motherfucking.
He's
You
got
sound like you
karma.
I wasn't
Black
really
as
sure.
fuck.
He's
I didn't know
got
if
karma.
it was that or you just had a country accent.
He's African American. Yes, exactly.
For the longest time, my mental picture
Because he's
of
from
Leroy
Alabama.
was basically David
No,
Spade
motherfucker, St.
for
Louis.
fucking Tozer.
My man.
And then he went and spoiled it.
I'm not from
I know,
racist
right?
ass Alabama. Although Missouri is
You
racist.
sound like
Missouri is
from
racist.
Memphis.
Fuck too. Don't get it twisted.
You sound like you're from Memphis.
I know, right?
Missouri,
Mississippi. Mississippi, right here. I'm representing.
I'm from Missouri.
And I'm white.
I
What
just
part of
wanna
Missouri
know
you
who-
from? Poplar Bluff?
I said Mississippi, faggot.
Missouri.
No.
That's fucking bullshit, man. I've wasted so much time there.
10 tries. It hurt, but luckily for Mitch, the rest of the world was great, so he didn't lose a huge amount of time overall.
Oh, I don't know what these splits are. What's going on?
So, now Mitch had just one focus. The hands. He was over half a minute ahead, and had the luxury of some wiggle room on the hands. Getting 3 hands would eliminate any chance at the record, but getting 2 hands or better would make it possible. 46 minutes into the run, it was all coming down to this.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Early hammer.
You're from Buckhead, Georgia?
Not far from there.
Isn't that like the rich part?
That's in Atlanta. That's near Atlanta.
That is, yeah. That's a very fucking uppity neighborhood. Yes.
Well, maybe not back then.
Okay, everyone quiet. Everyone's gotta be quiet right now. Y'all gotta be quiet. Shh. I got it! I think I got it! Oh my god, I got it! What? Early hammer. Okay, everyone quiet. Everyone's gotta be quiet right now. Y'all gotta be quiet. Shh. I got it! I think I got it! Oh my god, I got it! I got it! Yes! You can't beat this run. I'm sorry. But you can't beat that. Oh my god.
I'm not that way, but they are.
Oh man, that's dude. The South, yeah. Kinda.
It's just the way it is down there. I swear to God.
Just a little bit.
I have a problem with it. I mean, I've known these people my whole life and been through a fucking ton of shit with them, so I don't give a shit about it. But they're racist.
I don't give a shit about it either. You know what? I don't care how high Leroy grows his afro. I just want a piece of it. Like a lock.
You go live in
I want a lock.
You want to see races.
An afro lock.
For me though, growing up around a lot of that.
Kitty, do you understand what just happened? Early hammer, no hands. Look at the splits, dude. Like, you can't beat it. There's nothing you can do.
Growing up my whole life around that fucking stuff, maybe be not racist, to be honest.
Man, California's very diverse.
I've never been there.
Oh, you got your Mexicans, you got your Chinese, you got everything.
Snowflakes.
You got all your fucking snowflakes and shit.
But they are racist, though.
Oh, them snowflakes are the racist ones ever, right? Am I right?
Yeah, and it's convenient for them.
Yeah. Alright, man. I'm gonna sit out here. Let's sit out.
Huh?
Alright, go.
Impressive.
Oh, man, it would be
Alright, so what did you guys give me a Christmas present or what? Anybody?
I got 30 minutes of fun.
I can't believe it.
Somebody got your size.
Prepare your team.
Well,
gotta send you
better than nothing, I guess.
I want flowers. No, actually, send me beer. You got 30 minutes to get beer on my table. On my kitchen desk.
Oh, damn.
Who's he talking to?
He just laid down the fucking law.
Is he talking to his host?
He just told him you better have beer.
God damn, dude.
I swear, look,
man.
He's commanding the hero.
Goddamn man.
Oh, definitely.
Didn't even deny it. That's fucked up, dude.
Did she slap you?
Not at all. I hate that.
Shut up. Yeah.
I need to get out of this game.
Tell her I said she should have fucking slapped you.
Yeah, he's playing it off now, man. He's in trouble.
Yeah, I know exactly, Bob. That's all she's got. I've got to slip in there and get my
Round begins
annual blood drop before it's all over.
1. Fight.
I'm not even gonna comment on that shit.
My birthday, I gotta get it.
When's your birthday?
Hold on, wait, what? Today's your
28
birthday?
minutes left.
Oh man, happy birthday, man.
No, I don't.
Yeah, happy birthday, Swiller.
Hey, happy birthday, Vegas.
I don't want no birthday.
Hey, look,
Happy birthday.
this faggot has a birthday.
2 rails. Standing.
Swirler's getting the whole fucking harem tonight.
Yeah, I know.
LD's gonna pop out of the cake for you.
That's all. I'll take it for one.
Bada bing.
This is a big cake.
Accuracy.
It'll be popping out. Look at all these faggots.
Can you imagine
Where did
once
Leroy
walked
go?
out of a cake, you'd be halfway
Look at that
out of it
size of
before he
those
got in.
tits.
I think these creatures are out.
Well, I'll have a birthday soon, but I expect no one to say anything. And if you do, I'll say,
Don't worry, we won't.
Okay, shut the fuck up! Everyone in this room is now dumber. Having listened to shut the fuck up! Okay, shut the fuck up!
It's rude to remind people that they're getting older.
I know.
birthdays are for faggots.
Yeah. Fuck birthdays.
Yeah. Fuck
Shut up,
birthdays.
faggot.
Unless you're under like 10, fuck right the fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Dude.
Well, Mitch said it himself. You could not beat this run. Mitch and Kuro had battled for years, but this run was the ultimate one. Early hammer, no hands. Multiplying the odds of those 2 tricks alone, we're looking at no better than 1 in 400 odds of getting a run this good. And that, of course, doesn't factor in the odds in getting good luck with all of the Hammer Brothers.
Hot
and all
yoga.
the execution you must
Oh,
nail in
my
these
girlfriend. I
stages.
gave her
Oh, wait.
girlfriend.
And that's why it stood, and stood, and stood. For 1 month.
Hot yoga.
Yes. That's what she wanted.
Round begins in 3.
Sounds like someone
2,
made hot yoga.
1. Fight.
Show me the money!
Actually, I'd rather give money than actually go shopping. Like, I don't like going shopping.
Oh, nice.
I would take gift cards
Hold on,
all day
hold on.
long, man.
But if you
Still
get
sounds
money,
great.
then you have to go shopping, right?
Oh. Basic gift cards. That's all I want.
Even when
Chris.
when I shop for myself, I don't go to the like mall or anything. I shop online.
But if you get gift card, you still have to go shopping, so you still fail.
No, it's different when you shop online.
When you shop for
Yeah.
yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, get it
When I
straight.
shop, yeah, when you shop for yourself, it's easy. For
I
other
can't get
people,
much.
it's hard to shop for
Wait,
females.
this guy gets confused very easy.
I don't get much shopping where I stay.
Aggressive.
Pretty much like
You don't-
I'm the type of person that
You don't
only
shop
wears
for
certain
yourself,
brands,
Death.
so it's pretty easy for me.
Are you guys the type of guys that when you finally go shopping for clothes and you find a shirt, fits, or a pair of jeans,
This
you
is
buy
what I
like
tell
4 of
people
them?
when they want to buy me a pair.
Oh yeah.
I say,
You buy 3.
fuck
you
you.
buy one in
I
every
can buy
colour.
whatever I want.
Hey, American Eagle
Look at
has some
my
nice
face.
jeans though, man.
No, I like it.
Commentator.
Swirler's right.
Yeah,
You do that.
that's
then
what
you,
I say
You've won.
every time.
You've won, right?
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll jump
But if I want something, I'd already have it. You're not gonna buy it for me. So fuck off.
Who wins the round?
Sit the fuck down.
If I want something, I just buy it online and get it fucking next day shipped.
Exactly. You don't need someone to buy it for
Round
you.
begins in
That's what I'm
3,
saying.
2.
You notice they've added the no rush option, so it kind of helps them better gauge how to ship first. Prioritize.
What?
Fuck that. I buy something and fucking ship that shit to me like right then.
Yeah, but if you,
I mean, if
you
someone
wait
wants
2
to
or
buy
3
me
days.
like a little remote controlled drone, that'd be awesome.
buy you a dildo.
They actually pay you to do that.
Yeah.
Last day.
You're gonna buy me a dildo? What the fuck, dude?
I'll buy you a one of those pussies. The pussy flashlight. The flashlight, that's what it is.
Yeah, give me a flashlight. Okay. You're on, dude. I'll give you a review. Give me the asshole one.
Or do you want the whole dog?
Accuracy.
Hold on.
I still, I have not done this yet. I still want to send somebody a bag of dicks.
I want the pussy one. The, hold on. The Jim and James. Wait, hold on. Stand by.
How do you even know that?
I'm using my imagination.
How about Sylvia Saint?
Jenna's washed up though. That shit's wore out.
Yeah, fuck that
yeah,
shit.
she's
That's
been washed up.
Pregnant pussy.
So like you don't see like you can send somebody a bag of dicks.
Are you like meditating or what?
Hey Def, Google Sarah Banks and tell me what you think about her.
Who?
Sarah Banks.
I can't be wrong with shit, but that's
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Sarah Banks is fucking bad.
Tyra Banks? Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Sarah Banks.
Man, you have terrible taste in porn stars, dude. I'm just saying.
Do you know who Sarah Banks is?
I'm trying to think.
I'm just saying.
The best porn star ever fucking got AIDS and had to retire. What the fuck is her name?
What about Roxy Reynolds?
Russell. Naomi Russell, dude. That was the baddest bitch ever.
Oh my god, her ass is so fucking fat.
I know, right? She got
Fat.
AIDS, dude. Had to fucking
Fat.
retire.
What about that bitch named Gog? Gog or something? Gig?
I don't know their names. I know the one chick. The only reason I know the one chick's name is somebody fucking torrented a fucking whole
Roxy
thing.
Reynolds is pretty popular though, but I don't know if you're into black girls, but she's pretty popular.
Back girl, what you gonna do?
I don't know their names. I just know their pictures.
Yeah, I'm equal, man.
Duh.
I don't care about color. If you're fucking hot, you're hot.
Yeah, look up Roxy Reynolds when you get a chance.
Pussy is pussy.
I already did it, man.
Her ass is
My internet can't handle one test.
the thing I like about Sarah Banks is her pussy is fat as hell.
2, 1. Fight.
Nice.
So you like a nice fat pussy?
What?
Fat. How do you do that? How do you pronounce PH?
A meaty pussy might be okay.
Fat or
but a fat pussy, I don't know about that.
Not fat, yeah, meaty, that's what I mean, meaty.
Meaty is fuck, dude. Yeah.
Them big
Exactly.
vulvas.
If you Google Sarah Banks and see her pussy, you're gonna fall in love.
Alright, can you type it so I can copy and paste it, man? Alright, it's very lazy. What's that, soccer player, man, that had the fucking giant, scary fist? Pele! Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Red wins the round.
did you guys see the Kim Kardashian porn?
What's her name?
No.
BigScaryPussy.com.
I would not watch that because she's fucking in it.
2,
Dumbass bitch.
Fight.
You know what's crazy? Kylie is like the youngest billionaire. She's like up there with Jay-Z. Just off lipstick. It's crazy, like, just off
The
of
whole
lipstick.
fucking place is ridiculous.
I didn't even know that was there.
Hey, to each his own.
Some people like the scary pussy, man.
32 days later, it was beaten by a run that did not get early hammer, by a runner that was neither Karua nor Mitch. Russian speedrunner Outside Lutz beat Mitch's so-called unbeatable run by exactly 1 second. How did he do it? Well, the most important thing to realize is that Mitch's run really wasn't all that perfect. He was excited in the moment, which is why he said it was unbeatable. But, for example, the 10th try clip in 7-1 set him back 20 seconds versus Outside Lutz's first try clip. That right there nearly eliminated the advantage gained from early Hammer. He also got some sketchy Hammer Brother movements, which ultimately led to a couple of extra Hammer Brother fights.
He's got to move back up. Please move back up. What a son of a bitch.
Improving sections like that led to Outside Lutz and Karua 5 months later, both improving Mitch's run by a few seconds without the early Hammer. But in May of 2015, Mitch blew them out of the water once more with an amazing 51-28, once again without early Hammer. One notable improvement from this run was the reintroduction of the Hammer.
What about Ariana Grande?
So she's hot as fuck. That's all you gotta say.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Mental, yeah, that's all. Hot as fuck and mental. Perfect.
Hey LD, would you fuck Cardi B?
I don't even know who that is. That's probably good, right?
I don't think anyone would fuck her.
I don't know who she is, dude. I mean, I know the name, but I can't put a picture with it.
She sings really fucking weird music.
Imagine a brick wall.
Do you know who Nicki Minaj is?
Hey.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Yeah, everyone knows. They're like the two weirdo fucking rappers.
Cardi B is like the new Nicki Minaj.
Smaller.
Man, that's fucking stupid, dude.
Isn't like Kim Kardashian like a midget?
Oh yeah, a money
she's like,
midget.
she's like 4'8" or something. She's like really small.
I don't know.
I think I read that.
All I know is they make lots of money.
Listen, Kanye is one happy man.
From fucking morons.
No, I think I read somewhere like she's like stupidly small.
She's Palestinian.
So how the fuck is her ass so fucking big? Well, no, he's a little fucking dumbass, but still.
She's not Palestinian. I forgot what she is. She's one of those countries, though.
But now I think she's like 5 foot tall or something.
Red wins the round.
I think Armenian. Yeah, Armenian. That's what she is.
Armenian?
What are you guys even talking about right now, man?
3, 2,
Hold on. So, fight. I want to hear the reference.
I mean,
I don't know.
What are these Armenians you're talking about?
Hey,
let's not forget about Khloe Kardashian.
That stupid bitch is the worst of all of them.
And the richest.
She's the one I dislike the most.
What's Paris Hilton?
Is she the one that's almost a billionaire right now?
No, that's
like
Kylie. That's Kylie.
Yeah, that's a young one. Paris Hilton's fucking cool, dude.
Crazy,
She's
though.
only 21.
I would so fucking hang out with Paris. That's a cool chick.
I don't know, she
Paris
seems
has
pretty
no fucking
shallow.
ass.
Yeah, right, something, because you're so intellectual, bitch.
Yeah. I've read, like, you read shows about
Red wins
she's
the
a
round.
pothead, though. She'll get drunk and get stoned with you and give you some pussy, so she's cool.
Round begins in.
Oh, that's what you do? You like the easy ones?
Any chick, yeah.
Fight.
Those are the funnest girls.
Guys,
I think you got a point, dude.
Girls like that are a really good time. They are. I've hung out with any of them.
I'm a people's idol. I can't.
Hey, this guy's got a valid point, though.
Eh.
Oh,
fuck
I
that
agree.
shit.
When you're single, it's cool, but in my case, no.
Chicks that will come over and get fucked up with you and just give you some pussy are the fucking best ones.
I'm with you, Sam.
They are. They're the most fun. They really are.
Oh, definitely.
There's no. How can you deny that?
Oh,
shit?
Dad, let me ask you a question. Did you give it
Well,
up
the
that
best thing
easy?
is later on. The next weekend you can turn up and all your friends hang
Do
around.
you let any girl have your goods, Def? You gotta be selective too. You gotta let them wait, Def.
Who the fuck is this faggot?
That's on the case by case basis. Case by case basis, man. No, they don't have to wait.
Red wins the round.
This motherfucker doesn't wait for shit, dude.
No, see, where I come from, dude, we beat the pussy down.
Round
so no.
begins. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Beat that pussy down, son.
It's times when I've had girls beat me to the point that it makes me not want to fuck them. Like, if they're on to me too much.
You've never seen a pussy in your entire life, dude.
All I can say that if that happened to you and the chick wasn't
too much,
is she hot?
That doesn't matter. Like, I guess it's
matters.
Last pussy you saw was a cat. God.
If she's trying to fuck you, if you don't just fuck that, then
I don't like when they're like a little, like, I like to put in some type of work. If they're like too easy and they're throwing their fucking self at me, I start to get suspicious about it. Like,
oh, get the fuck out of here, dude.
No, but it's when you know them and it's just fun, man. It's like,
yeah.
It's like hanging out with one of your buddies who's young
exactly.
For a beer, you know, it's just,
yeah.
Hey, honey.
Swollen nose.
They're totally into it. And then the next week you turn up in a friendly environment and say you guys have never been together and you're both on your own page.
Yeah.
I love it.
Swiller nose.
Hot as fuck, Swiller. Jesus Christ. You should write for a lifetime or something.
That's exactly how it is. Swiller nose.
Yeah.
Round begins in.
Do you write for lifetime?
You probably raw dog everything too.
Like a 30-minute, like, little deal, like, yeah.
I pretty much raw dog everything my entire fucking life and never caught a disease. Probably lucky.
Oh, I had one, but
you raw dog your hand, bitch.
You ever had some Chinese pussy?
Impressive.
I have.
Alright. What was his name?
Alright.
So where did you get the Chinese pussy from? Did you go to like a spa and get fucked after that?
I want to hear this fine Chinese woman's name. This Oriental.
If you know if you go to the spa, you get the happy ending.
Yeah. Why don't you shut the fuck up, dude?
LD, you know you do that every weekend.
I want to hear about this Asian woman that Death did shit back in a minute. I need to hear the rest of it.
Man. See ya.
See ya.
Bye, Lanka.
Alright, dude. See ya.
Pursuit into the route. Mitch figured out that by picking it up in stage 7-8 and preserving P speed throughout the rest of the level, you could then use it to kill Bowser quickly at the end and potentially pick up a couple of seconds over the Fire Flower. This was very difficult to do fast enough to save any time at all, so certain runners opted to just stick with the Fire Flower the whole way. But Mitch used the hammer strats in this run, and was able to get the first Warpless world record in the year 2015. Speaking of 2015, that was the year that another Warpless runner began to threaten the world record. Cujo. Cujo played several different categories of Super Mario Bros. 3 throughout 2014 and 2015. His Warpless personal best got lower and lower. 54 minutes, 53 minutes, then 52 minutes, and he slowly turned into a world record contender. Cujo eventually began doing Warpless world record attempts, but he had one problem. His hand luck in World 8 was just awful. He eventually started highlighting and listing all the world record pace runs he had that died to bad hand luck at the very
Let's race it.
God, High wants to suck my ball so fucking bad. I know, ask him, he'll tell you.
Vote now.
Blackout, you had my vote, buddy.
Prepare your team.
Not the gay one here, bruh.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Where's LG?
Well, I don't know. Leroy might be older than me.
Said he's got a 20-some-year-old daughter.
Oh wow.
Leroy?
My son is 12.
Leroy sounds like he's fucking like 20.
Nah, dude, Leroy sounds like he's almost 50.
Nah.
No, he does. Just gotta listen to what he's saying.
He's got some nice iPads at the moment, though.
Hey, Swiller, where you from?
Originally from Australia, Sydney. And you?
On me?
Blue wins the round.
No, Blackout. Where are you from originally?
I was born in the U.S.
Round begins in 3.
I'm Jamaican, though.
1.
Nice.
Fight.
You're half gay, you fucking faggot. I'm only annoyed to you because you want to suck my dick. I don't let you.
Blue wins the round. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Oh, they're caught.
Yeah, I feel nice as fuck right now.
These guys got quiet.
very end. The number reached 18, before finally, one day, it happened.
Holy shit.
All he had to do now was lock down and focus. He just had to not get hit by anything and make it to the end. And...
accuracy. Round begins in
Type of booze you're
3,
drinking.
2, 1, fight.
Yeah, I haven't drank in like 6 or 7 years.
Are you drinking Don Julio or Patron?
What was that?
Yeah, Don Julio is my favorite tequila.
As long as they're not agreeing with you, Cybot, that's what counts.
Oh my god.
The run died because he got hit in the very last autoscroller before Bowser. Thankfully for Cujo though, a few months later, he would get another chance after a run with first try 7-1 clip. The hands were nice to him, and Cujo was finally able to get his first warpless world record.
Yes! Fucking world record!
I'm not like one of those people that are addicted.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1, fight.
You must smoke cigars or something then.
I smoke Newport.
Smoking cough drops. I used to smoke Newport when I was sick.
Are we the baddies?
Blue wins the round.
Smoking wieners.
You know what cigarettes I hate though? Parliament.
3,
Shit's is fucking
2,
trash.
1, fight.
Yeah, I gave them all up, so I don't like any of them anymore.
Yeah, that's the best thing I can do.
Blue wins the round.
Shit's bad for you.
Oh, forget it being bad for you, man. What a vice.
Round
I mean,
begins in
think
3,
of your respiratory
2,
system.
1, fight.
Do you smoke hookah?
Me?
Yeah.
No, man. All I do that's like at all sinful is I drink water and I drink coffee, and that's it.
And he jerks the gay tranny porn.
Hey, it's not a sin. What's wrong with you?
Last standing. Red wins the round.
I've given up all vices.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1, fight.
trying to become a faith healer.
I think I'm gonna become a vegetarian soon.
I'm a vegetarian, Blackout.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Only thing that's gonna help me is the eggplant.
Oh, lady
wins the round.
I mean, I can eat rice all day.
Shut the fuck.
red beans and rice.
Rice patties.
Begins in 3, 2, 1.
You even gotta watch your rice. Rice could be high in sodium if you're eating the wrong stuff.
I don't really intake a lot of sodium.
Yeah, you don't eat much sodium.
Nah, because I meal prep most of my meals, so I make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
I add
yeah.
salt to it.
Blue wins the round.
Well, sodium, how sodium gets in food is like in the storage process.
Round begins in 3.
So like canned anything's gonna have sodium in it.
Mother.
Yeah. That's why I make like all my food myself. That way, like I know what I'm eating.
Oh my god.
Spectator. LD.
Oh, nice nade.
Slidebot.
Too many of you, Blackout.
No.
What happened, Rusty?
Too many of you.
I mean, I shot you all 3 times.
Oh, I know. Oh, it was all you. I know. Your partner's just getting in the way.
And for sure, if you got your own garden that you can bring your food out of, you know, you're gonna be a lot healthier.
I mean, only thing I don't like about salt is the water retention.
Yep.
It's gonna give you a high
Well,
blood pressure.
Yeah, high blood pressure is gonna make you diabetic. It's shit isn't good for you.
Last
I was on
standing.
extremely
That's
low
pretty
sodium
good,
diet
Chris.
for a long time.
Blue wins the round.
Spectator in.
No more pumping the jump.
Round begins
Somebody
in
join.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Fuck you, boy. Damn, I thought I had you.
Blackout slow. What'd I get you down to there, buddy?
I'm already dead.
Yeah, but what did I get you down to? Like under 20?
I wasn't even paying attention.
Holy fuck. Shot Maverick.
I can't believe we're winning by this margin.
That's why I don't like going out to eat though, man. Because every time I go out to eat, it's like food is filled with sodium.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck
Well, yeah,
up!
and honestly, it's okay to go out to eat, just not all the time.
Round begins in 3.
Especially like when you go out to like a bar and you get some nachos. That's it.
It's a
Yeah,
bar
just
and it's bar food.
Yeah, just do that like every now and then, not every night of the week. You can't walk around it.
Cujo's run only beat the world record by 1 second, but it would stand a lot longer than Mitch's record. Mitch's 51:28 stood for 4 months, from May 2015 to September 2015. Cujo beat it that September, and entering the year 2017, his 51:27 was still the world record. However, in early 2017, Kurua decided to come back to speedrunning Super Mario Bros. 3 Warpless. Kurua hadn't achieved a Warpless world record since 2014, but he had a goal he wanted to accomplish. Not only did he want to beat Cujo's 51:27, but he wanted to take it a step further. He wanted a 50-minute time. That would require taking nearly half a minute off the world record. Could that be done? The potential was definitely there, but Kurua wanted some more help to get it. So he went into the lab to figure out different routes he could take to save some more time. The biggest thing he decided on was to finally start using the 7-9 clips. The old route at the end of World 7 was to use the cloud to skip over stage 7-9 straight to the fortress. This is because 7-9 is normally a super slow stage. You've got to go up, down, left, and right, all the way through this maze-like level. The new route Kurua used was a bit different. He was not going to use the cloud for 7-9, and instead use it in the World 8 fortress. He was just going to play through 7-9, and in order to make it fast enough to make it worth it, he had to use these clips into the walls. There were two different routes of doing these clips, a 4-clip route that saved up to 16 seconds, and a 2-clip route that saved up to 8 seconds where you could also pick up a fire flower if you needed it. Keep in mind, each of these clips required both a pixel-perfect jump and lucky subpixel positioning. Each missed clip costs about 4 seconds, and given that runners could sometimes spend a dozen tries on a clip, this was really risky to go for. He would need to get the 2 clips in 4 total tries to break even, or the 4 clips in 8 tries. But in February 2017, Kurua had to run 17 seconds ahead of his personal best into World 7. When he came to 7-9, he decided to go for the clips, but was only going to do the 2-clip version because he needed to pick up a fire flower. And the clips didn't go too well. It took him 5 tries to get the 2 clips, ending with a net loss of 4 seconds. This run, however, would go on to get no hands in World 8 and be a new world record of 51:20, 21 seconds away from his goal. A month and a half later, Kurua was on a run that was very close after World 7. The 7-.
You know, even though I'm a cyclist, I'm not a mountain biker, but...
Round begins in 3, 2,
what do you want to know?
1. Fight!
I want to get one.
I like Specialized.
Yeah, I was looking at like a mud rock or something. But there's a bike shop around here, the local one.
Oh shit! Mechatroll is here.
They got what kind of bikes?
Trek.
Trek is
I'd go with a Specialized mountain bike over a Trek any day.
You better get a mongoose.
Nah, that's Walmart shit.
No, but seriously, Specialized, much better bike.
Specialized is shit, huh?
No, that's better. Yeah, Specialized probably make the best bike.
Last standing.
The geometry, they've got it all. Even the mountain bike side of it, they've actually got a few patents on their suspension systems.
Just don't go to Walmart and buy a Schwinn.
Ow. What about the GT Dyno?
Nothing from Walmart.
They don't sell that at Walmart. They don't even sell that anymore. You gotta like find it from somebody that already has it.
1. Fight.
Okay, Blue, let's end this little mini comeback.
I need some motherfucking weed.
snuff them where they live. What kind of bike do you ride? Well, do you ride a Specialized?
Seconds. Excellent.
Yeah, my road bike's an S-Works, which is...
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like this stuff.
Got a little bit more bait left. A little high. Hey Megatron, you're fucking bougie as hell. Don't come here and don't speak to people, bro.
And Swiller, you do like touring, you said, right?
Yeah, I used to ride a lot. I just coach now.
-9 clips hadn't done him any favors. It took him 8 tries to get the 4 clips, meaning he broke even on them. But he did have a few seconds to save in World 8 if everything went perfectly. And then, in the last level, this clip normally was much easier than the other clips. You had to get into the gap as Big Mario, then get ejected out of the wall to the other side. But he missed it first try, and had to waste a couple of seconds doing it again. No big deal, right?
Edge that.
2 frags in 2 seconds.
Back it.
Excellent.
Press F2.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up!
Move now.
No one wants to play your shitty map. Press F2, faggot.
2 rails.
Ready up.
Impressive.
Hurry up.
Tied world record. Well, shoot. It was okay though. Just 3 days later, Karua got a run with a post 2-3 early hammer, the type that skips 2 levels and saves 15 seconds overall. Bad Hammer Brother luck in the middle worlds forced him to use a fancy strategy that he had developed in 6-10 to pick up fire and skip having to use a P-Wing in 6-9. The 7-9 clip started off poorly, with the first clip coming 3rd try, but then... Six tries overall, meaning a net gain of 8 seconds for Karua. He then got a hand in World 8, but the time buffer he had still allowed for a 51-13 world record, 14 seconds from his goal. Including this world record, Karua then had a streak of 20 runs that made it to World 8 on record pace that got at least 1 hand. He didn't highlight them like Cujo did, but it did lead to a couple of months without any new records. And then...
I can admit that I like cherry
Round
corn.
begins in 3.
Gotta be less gay than regular
1.
corn.
Fight.
It's gotta be.
Red wins the round. Perfect.
Okay, shoot me in the back.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
came June 6, 2017. It started off like any other run. He fell behind against his early hammer run, and then made up most of the time in World 4. And then, in the World 6 Fortress, he clipped into the ground. If he was a pixel too low, he would have hit the spikes below. If he was a pixel too high, he would have just landed normally. Clipping like this, however, skipped the room before the boss and ejected him right where he needed to be, saving 7 seconds. World 6 ended up being a gold split. It was the fastest Kuroa had ever completed.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Fuck.
Fight.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Gang rape is always bad.
Gotta take a piss.
Fucking vile.
Yeah, seriously, me too.
Yeah, well, that's for you. Just stupid for taking a pad a bunch.
Should we fix these teams?
I don't think the teams are fucked up. It's just that I don't think I'm not.
Completed World 6. He was ahead of the world record. Then, he had this happen in 7-1. And then, he had this happen in 7-9. Then he went into World 8. After months of grinding for a 50, Kuroa was on sub 51 pace after the hands for the first time ever. A few stages later, his journey finally came to an end. The first 50 in Super Mario Bros. 3.
Okay.
Has anybody seen KGB?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
A week and a half ago.
You know what's funny? It's this guy that used to play back in the day. He was in the game portal. But like, he really was. His name was Gunmetal from KFC.
You are so dumb.
Did you
You
watch
are
this
really
porno?
dumb. For real.
To verify?
I checked it out, yeah.
You did?
I wanted to see if it was true or not, and he really was in it.
Did you?
That's awesome that you can watch gay porn.
No, I didn't watch it. I just wanted to see if he was in it, and I looked it
You
up.
are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
He's not answering. He busted.
Did you star in the gay porn right next to him?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's not gay if you bust first.
Red wins the round.
Actually, I'm comfortable enough with my manhood to admit things like that.
Round
That you were in gay
begins
porn?
in 3.
He's comfortable to
I only
saying
looked
he's
at
a
it to see
faggot.
if it was really him. Because there was a lot of rumors about it, and it was him.
You're gay, dude. You're gay. Ain't that right, Mega?
Mega would know.
Mega would know. He's got a good gay detector.
Warpless history. Kuroa had accomplished his goal. His journey started by beating Black Hasu back in 2012 with a 54-34, and culminated with a 50-57 in June 2017. Not long after this run, Kuroa retired from speedrunning. He said that it's possible he'll make a return someday, but regardless, his legacy from Super Mario Bros. 3 speedrunning is honorable. World record after world record in every category, and developing a long-lasting rivalry with Mitch, the only other runner to consistently match his level of play. But Mitch wasn't done yet. He wanted to get the world record back. Getting another sub 51 wasn't going to be easy, so he decided to do attempts every single day starting in January 2018 until he broke the record. And since he's Mitch, he was going to grind for early hammer. He wanted the time save. He lost run after run in World 2 as he grinded for early hammer, but he did eventually see results. In March, he got his first personal best in almost a year with a 51.02.
So close.
It's not a wriggle either.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Oh, sit fight.
Did you ever
You
get
got
a gay guy though?
Can you guys stop talking? Let me take care of my business.
What are you doing, jerking off?
Commentator.
So close, man.
He was headed on the right track, just a few seconds away from Karua's world record. It was inevitable the record would be his soon. But nobody expected the run that would come on March 24th, 2018.
Oh, the music.
Oh my god, dude. World 2, stop. For RTA runners, it saves no time.
It started with a post 2-3 early hammer in World 2. The splits on the left compare against his 51.02, and the splits on the right compare against Karua's world record. He had a very smooth world.
Mega!
Round begins in 3, 2.
Oh, Mega hasn't been around.
Is he
so
cheating on you?
Both been MIA, so that means something.
It means you're gay for thinking about gays.
Gay for gays.
Yeah.
He's gay for thinking about gay people. Am I right? Am I right?
World 3 and World 4. A gold split in World 5.
That's so dumb. That's such a dumb time save.
After World 6, he was 16 seconds ahead of Karua's world record. Then came the 7-1 clip.
Ridiculous.
Fuck that,
Who was
Nate.
the man, son?
Round begins in
It's alright. That
3,
shit happens, man.
2,
Alright.
1. Fight.
He was so far ahead of Karua at this point that since he had the hammer suit, he decided to avoid messing with the 7-9 clips. So he went back to the old strategy of using a cloud to skip 7-9 and instead playing the fortress in World 8. This was some careful strategy for Mitch. Here's why. He was 43 seconds ahead after World 7, but it's misleading. Part of that lead was from skipping stage 7-9. He was going to lose 40 to 45 seconds in World 8 from having to play the fortress. But since he had the hammer suit while Karua did not, he was going to gain 9 or 10 seconds back from being able to use it in World 8. He also had a few seconds to save from mistakes that Karua made. That meant he was on pace for somewhere around a 50-43, and that was a ridiculous pace. But he needed to play really well, and on this run more than any other, he needed to get no hands.
Is your bank account Jewish?
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Yours should be Jewish as well.
Yeah, I'm a Jew when it comes to my money.
Man, I'm gonna protect my 50 cents my life, dude.
I'm so fucking cheap.
Rails. Impressive.
This was it. Mitch's best chance ever to get a sub 51. He made his way through autoscrollers and other stages. He went through 8-1, and then he entered 8-2.
unbelievable.
Devastating. This shot right here is supposed to take out the sun. It missed by pixels. After getting a bad pattern from the sun after that, it ended up being right where he needed to land, and he lost the hammer suit. Any advantage he had over Kuro was wiped away. He was neck and neck. It was going to be close.
Did I do it? Did I don't think I did it. I did it. I did it. Oh my god.
50-55. And that is where the world record stands today. But I can guarantee that's not where it's going to stand in the future.
I used to use speed stick, but I stopped. No, degree was pretty good too.
Round begins.
Speed stick all the way.
Get the fuck out of here now.
2,
Get the fuck out.
1.
I used to use that speed stick shit when I was young, man, and then my arm.
Remember the spray deodorant?
Like,
that shit sucked.
like the other guy said.
I still use it.
Now I use.
Oh god, I hate spray.
That Tom.
Oh, it doesn't make you feel all fucking nasty the way the
I use
dick shit
Brute.
does.
You guys are all fucking gay.
I use Brute deodorant.
Talking about your armpits.
And Brute
Fucking
cologne.
faggots.
When I'm not using
You know
Brute,
what?
I
You
um,
use
know,
Old Spice.
you ever use Axe deodorant? It's pretty good.
Axe, yeah, I've got some
expensive,
roll
though.
on Axe.
I already said the definitive correct answer. All you guys need to do is shut the fuck up.
I always thought Axe stuff was shit, to be honest.
Listen to fucking this faggot.
Round
He like stanky asshole.
2,
Stank.
Basically.
First of all, you don't put deodorant on your
Stanky.
asshole.
Who doesn't like stinky assholes?
Listen to Mega. I don't want nothing but
What is
stanky
the red
asshole
deodorant
smell.
called? I forgot what it's called. Old Spice or the red one? I forgot what it's called.
It's called
Old
Old
Spice.
Asshole Faggot Mega.
Old Spice is the dope shit.
High endurance.
It's like if you want to smell like a serial killer, you put on Old Spice.
Listen to Mega get all pissed off about.
What about Brute? The green one?
Christ,
Yeah, I use Brute.
I
too.
want the pure
Shut
smell.
up, LD.
That's all I use is Brute and Old Spice.
Alright, you're gay. Hey, you should meet Mega.
Gotta use Dove for men.
A few months after his 50-55, Mitch discovered possibly the most revolutionary trick that Mario 3 Warpless has ever seen. It's possible to manipulate the game into giving you an early hammer every single run. Getting an early hammer is determined by where the Hammer Brothers moved after each level. The game determines which direction they move based on the exact frame you end the level on. For example, if you ended on frame 6523, this guy will move up, but if you ended a frame later, he'll move a different direction instead. It's possible that
I use the gel stuff as lube to jerk off.
Round begins in
Just saying.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Wham. Wham. Smelly motherfuckers around this place, man. They need all kinds of fucking crazy ass sprays.
Brand new whip got
all
no
that
keys.
shit.
actually get a deathless early hammer with perfect movements after every level. They move toward each other, then get caught on top of each other and can't separate until they're across stage 2-3. So, what Mitch did was create a tool-assisted speedrun, which lets him use save states, slow down, and other tools to let him end levels on the exact frames he needs to. This tool-assisted speedrun ends each level in World 2 on the frame necessary for the Hammer Brothers to move closer together, and eventually on top of each other. The end result is a no-death early hammer. What the player can then do is play this tool-assisted speedrun back while they're doing their speedrun, and try to time the end of each level in World 2 with the tasks. They usually have only one frame, or a 60th of a second to time each of these, or sometimes a couple of frames. Obviously, it's not easy to get all these timings correctly in a run. As it's still pretty new, no world records have been accomplished yet with the manipulation. But, Mitch has had some success with it in the few attempts he's done.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
And given that this type of early hammer provides a 30 to 35 second time save over no early hammer, this game still has a lot of history in front of it. So, questions must be asked. Will the rivalry between Karua and Mitch resume in the future?
I got it! I think I got it! Oh my god, I got it!
Will a new challenger rise up?
Yes!
And just how low is the record gonna go? We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching.
F1! You goddamn horse!
F3.
Oh man, you're gonna die.
Eventually, yeah.
F2, F2.
Thanks for reminding me.
We're all dying, man. Yeah, thanks for reminding me too, Cal.
Especially you have AIDS.
No, I do not have AIDS.
Someone else go.
Not yet.
No, I've been waiting.
Prepare your team.
Yeah, let's just play this, I guess.
Bada bing.
Okay, I'm hiding in the water. Come get me.
Round begins.
Alright, well,
3,
I don't think I can
2,
stand for all this game.
1.
Shit.
Fight. Two rails.
You guys started already? I'm gonna get some more beers.
Yeah, these guys can't do shit right, dude.
Mega's in the water. Go get him.
There's always the water, this faggot. Yes.
He likes it in there. He likes hiding.
Fucking bitch.
You fucking bitch! Someone sandwiched me.
Man, I can't spell what the fuck this.
What you just
And
said.
you're lucky I'm not playing because I'd be fucking bitches up left and right now.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
And just how low is the record gonna go? Pokemon. For the past 20 years, it's been fascinating both kids and adults who have spent hours and hours trying to catch them all. In North America, the series started in 1998 on the original Game Boy with Pokemon Red and Blue. And since then, a subset of gamers have been obsessed with trying to beat that game as fast as humanly possible. Hundreds have tried, but only a few have risen to the top as the fastest people to ever speedrun Pokemon. Let's see how we got there. This is the world record progression of Pokemon Red and Blue. The true origin of Pokemon Red and Blue speedruns can be traced back to the mid-2000s. There's a guy named Jacob McMillan who seemed to have full control of any percent glitchless runs of the game back in 2008. He did a run in 2 hours and 39 minutes, before eventually lowering it to 2.5 hours flat. However, we're not going to be looking deeply at these runs today, since they weren't nearly as optimized as the run I'm about to show you. Let's move a few years later. This particular run of Pokemon Glitchless was done by a fairly well-known runner. His name is Worcester. And on November 14th, 2011, he completed the first really optimized speed.
That was beautiful Mexican. I mean Spanish.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Peter! Oh no, it's Peter!
They're everywhere.
Speedrun of Pokemon Blue. 1 hour and 58 minutes. Let's see how he did it. So, Worcester had the choice of picking from Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle as his starter Pokemon. He ended up going with Squirtle. He's the only water type of the three, and the first of the 8 gym leaders that Worcester would encounter, Brock, was rock type. Since water type Pokemon are super effective against rock type, this meant he could easily breeze through the start of the game to level Squirtle up for later. Worcester's general strategy throughout this run was to just make it through the game while doing the minimum that was required. Rather than waste time trying to capture other Pokemon and trying to level them up to use their moves, for the most part he simply rode Squirtle throughout the entire game, going to each of the 8 gyms, then fighting the Elite Four. In addition, he played on Pokemon Blue instead of Pokemon Red, because Pokemon Blue gives you a higher chance of getting Sandshrew after Mount Moon. Sandshrew has the ability Cut, which...
What fun is that?
Make him go.
Everybody gang up on Megatron right now.
3, 2,
It's not fun, it's just good strategy.
You got that lucky shot throw.
Why are you guys so goddamn horrible?
Why are you spectating?
Love you, Flaw.
Because that's where I feel comfortable.
Leave LD alone. He's in
I'm in my safe spot right now.
This is one of those nights Dallas will get banned from the server.
That's like every night. As long as Coffee's here.
I could picture Dallas being one of those like rednecks who's secretly in the closet.
Yeah.
Fuck faggots, but really he's
Oh, Chris is the fake Dallas. I know who that is now.
I'm not the gay one
Round
here, bro.
begins in 3,
5 and 1. That is not Dallas.
1. Fight.
Chris, do the one when it be like, bruh.
What the fuck? Kids are morons.
I honestly think Dallas is probably in the closet. As
Yeah,
much as he talks about it.
What the fuck? Closet, man. He's full-fledged gay as fuck, dude. What are you talking about? Him and Mega are like gay lovers from
Shut
afar.
up, Jamal! Shut up, Jamal!
Just saying.
You gotta put yourself in.
Jamal.
Commentator.
And if he is in the closet, you know, if you just go to his parents and tell him that he's gay,
he's not.
He'd be a whole bunch better person for it.
Oh, his redneck dad was fucking to so.
This little walling bitch.
In 3, 2, 1.
Man, you need to learn about the closet, bro. Seriously. You're so dumb.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Wah.
Okay, LD, give us all a closet lesson.
See? No.
Tell us what's up with the closet. What the fuck is in that closet?
Bunch of dicks.
Bunch of fucking dicks, dude.
The biggest fucking dildo you can imagine.
The biggest dicks you've ever even imagine, dude.
Listen.
All up in my
I
closet.
think if my girlfriend knew how gay I talk up here, she'll break up with me.
Put her on. We'll tell her.
Yeah.
She already knows.
Very insecure, and yes, you're gay.
Yeah, if you're wearing a headset, she knows.
Yeah, when you're hitting it from behind, you call her fucking Ronald.
These guys.
Ronald. I like that. Ronald. Is it like the hamburger? Cousin? Shit.
You know how she keeps asking for your buddy to come over? That's not for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wins the round. Accuracy.
Bam.
Hey, LD, who was that girl that came in the server that time and got mad at me? I forgot who it was. I don't even know if I forgot her name.
2, 1.
Your mom. I have no idea. Sorry.
You remember that day though, right?
No, I don't.
I
I can't remember. I can't remember 5 minutes ago, dude. What are you fucking talking about?
I think Glad was here that day. He remembers.
Yeah, he remembers your mom too.
There's only like 2 girls that play.
It wasn't Catnip or Swoop. It was another girl. I forgot her name.
Meta.
Mega. Yeah, it was Mega.
Meta or Ellie or whatever her name is. Mackenzie.
MEGA. Faggot.
If it wasn't Catnip or Swoop, it was the other one then. The guy, one of you guys started talking about.
Hey, dude. No one even remembers anything what you're saying right now.
Yeah, Lad does.
He's not even here, dude.
He always brings it up when he comes in the fucking server.
Remember that time there was a girl here?
Because
Yeah.
Lab was like, Lab asked her how many baby fathers does she have, but she got mad.
Oh, that had to have been Meta.
It's amazing.
Oh, wait a minute. Lab pissed
Amazing.
off cats, I think. Or catnip.
She really got mad and like left the server and started like, you know, talking shit.
Yeah, I think that was cats.
Oh, it was Cats. That was her name, Cats.
And that's too bad because Cats was pretty cool. Probably still is.
She's always cool, man. What the fuck are you
Wins
guys
the
talking about?
round.
You're so dumb.
You are so dumb.
You are really dumb.
For real.
3, 2,
That's actually Leroy, that guy, eh?
So LD, what do you use to treat your bald head, your baldness? What do you use for it?
What? What?
Just use a razor on a bald head. Learn how to
What kind of
deal with
razor
that.
do I
You guys
use?
are going bald?
Yeah, I'm going bald. I use a razor. You just gotta deal with the fact.
You never tried
Oh,
to like grow
man,
your hair
that
back,
sucks.
like using like pills and shit?
Man, I've got a huge
No.
fucking afro, dude. It's crazy.
You
White
get
man
that
afro.
the scalp pigmentation.
Oh,
Yeah,
that shit looks like
yeah,
it's
that
fucking
too.
Oh, you mean the tattoo, not the fucking pokey stuff.
No, I get a fucking mullet, man. I'm proud of it.
Nice. Solid probably has a mullet for
You
sure.
fixed your baldness with the mullet.
No, I'm not bald, man. I got fucking full head of hair, baby. You'd be impressed, man. Especially if you're like kind of not so well endowed on the old top of the old.
Just have some
noggin.
thinning areas. I'm not bald. Like it's not that bad, but I'd rather it be full.
Shave some of your pubes. Fuck.
Yeah, oh, dude. Listen to the comedy stylings
Blue wins the
of that
round.
guy.
Just understand that it's you and live life.
So you got a girlfriend. You can fucking
Round
quit the game. You
begins
gotta look
in
at it more.
3,
It's
2,
a lot cheaper to just
1.
accept it.
Fight.
You hear that, Mega? Just save that shit, son.
part's funny when like a guy that has like a receding hairlines always wear hats, and then he finally takes his hat off.
That's a good point. That's a goddamn good point. And then what?
You're like, what the fuck is that?
You know, Black
It's a hat.
Go look at pictures of Ted
It's a hat,
Danza
Mark.
without his hairpiece and see if that's the
Said who?
you want to take. Ted Danza.
What are you big talking about, man? Say that in English, motherfucker. Ted Danson. Say that. Can you?
Ted Danza.
Okay.
Do you see LeBron's hairline?
Is he going bald? I don't know. I don't pay attention to him.
Got that much money, no matter what.
No, he actually fixed it.
Exactly.
He fixed it, but
No, it does
he
not
fixed
matter.
it. He took the hair from the back of his head and put it in the front, I think.
He could be fucking green and he'd still be cool.
Red wins the round.
Wow.
But Tory Lane's got the pigmentation.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Look at all the shitty ass faggots around here.
Hey Mega, do you have a flashlight?
He's got 4 of them, dude.
He has different like fillings.
He has a harem.
He even has the one that has the hair up there.
He's got a fleshlight harem.
Yeah. That's a sex doll too.
Man, he's all over the map, dude. Don't even worry about it, man.
I'm just
crazy.
thinking. I'm just thinking that a fleshlight would be good for like one use.
Yeah. No, actually, you just gotta keep on lubricating it.
Just
Probably.
throw that right in the trash, man.
I mean, I don't want to clean up after myself after I'm done.
I think I agree with this guy. This is the only thing I've heard that makes any sense the entire night.
Round begins in 3.
Thanks, LD.
Everything you said makes sense, LD.
I mean, who's gonna sit there and get that shame of trying to clean that shit out? Fuck all that shit. Jesus Christ. Have some self-respect.
Shame,
God
I'm
damn
just
it.
lazy after I jerk off and want to take a nap. I don't need dried fucking cum and a fleshlight.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't want a crusty fucking fleshlight.
Oh, come on, you guys get fun time and a free meal.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
He's so lazy, he'll just sleep with it.
Still on his dick.
It's still on my dick. Talk about a fucking glazed donut.
Okay, honestly, here's the solution. Get a fucking straw and you got yourself a smoothie.
Yeah.
Or I could send it to you and you'd have a smoothie.
Dude,
Which lets you cut down a tree blocking the way to Surge's gym, allowing you to continue progressing through the game.
I'm the commentator here. You guys just shut the fuck up and start playing the game.
Round begins in
Start
Fuck
doing a
you,
little better
asshole.
commentating, LD.
1. Fight.
You fuck shithead.
LD, your name is Jamal?
No, my name's not Jamal. Get the fuck out of here. Ramon.
Shut up, Jamal!
My name's Ramon, faggot. Fuck off. Bitch ass bitch. Yo.
He called you a bitch
Nasty
ass
ass. Nasty ass pizza eating motherfucker.
bitch. He called you a bitch ass
Shitty,
bitch.
shitty pizza taste. Eating motherfucker. Yeah. Fuck off.
Commentator. Commentator.
And you guys Horrible. Every one of you.
He says spectator.
Mega, you faggot! Watch when I catch you, Mega. Where has Cat Control?
Forster was also careful to name all Pokemon, players, and rivals just one character. This way, whenever their name scrolled on screen, it would take less time to type it out. While this
He hangs out at OSL.
Round begins in 3.
Hoe.
2,
Who you calling a hoe?
Wow, that guy's got my number.
Shut your hoe ass mouth, you goddamn hoe.
Can't play here. He must have got caught camping too much.
Oh, he was part of
Alright.
my house.
Who's the tallest person here?
Me.
How tall are you?
You already know. How many times you gonna ask me how tall I am, LD?
About 10 more times. You okay?
You're probably worse than Nick. The same damn question.
You gonna be alright?
I'm 6'4", bruh.
Man, that's bullshit, dude. 5'4". Motherfucker says he's 6'4", guarantees like 5'8", right? Am I right? Levi, what do you say?
Go to my Instagram.
How tall are your nipples?
How tall are your nipples?
You know the guy that played that drill sergeant died not too long ago, right?
No. Rest in peace, Sergeant Hulka.
Last standing.
I think one's in the water.
Time to start
I need an oil change, bruh.
Yeah, how tall are your nipples?
Fucking stereo button.
How tall my nipples are.
I don't have nipples. How's that?
Round begins.
Damn, son.
3.
Hey,
fucked
LD,
up,
do you have a belly button?
Fight.
No.
How tall is my belly button? Hold on. I have a tape measure. Stand by.
Oh, okay, AJ's still here. Thought AJ took off. How you doing over there, AJ?
Fuck happened here that this shifted.
-1 inch, that'd be a lot to
Has-
lose.
My belly button is 40 inches tall, by the way.
Blue wins the round.
That's pretty hot, right?
Only on you, LD.
That
Only
dick
on
is
you.
like 5 inches when it's soft.
3, 2,
Wow.
1. Fight.
Yay!
Sounds like Jonah Falcon might be your hero too.
So I think my belly button's taller than at least one person.
Yeah, me, I'm a midget.
That's hot.
And I watch midget porn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay for a midget to watch midget porn, isn't it? Or that's
Yeah.
somehow fucked up.
It's a little bit of both, like she said. Yeah, he said. He said, she said. It's kind of fucked up, yes.
Nice shot.
Alright, it's a little bit more fucked up than less fucked up. I'll just leave it.
Well, I mean, I'm saying there's lots of tall person porn out there.
No, yeah, you're pretty fucked up, dude.
What I love me a pog.
Hater.
DAWG.
Hater.
What?
I'm tired of looking up
You
to
leave our
everybody's
fucking
porn.
white women alone.
With those fat ass asses.
Oh, with
Why
the
they-
P, right?
That's why they have the fat.
How do you
asses to
pronounce that?
tempt you.
Pronounce it. Fat.
Goodness, for Kleenex tissue.
Blue wins the round.
Nice shot.
I think I got it right.
I don't think this is good.
Round begins in 3.
That's because you guys are fucking horrible.
Fight.
Start shooting the other team, you dumb motherfucker.
It's because we have the worst commentator ever.
I'm not gonna say I love me one. I really do like them.
I know, the commentator's doing horrible.
One in water.
Yeah, but no one's gonna go pursue, right?
Last standing.
Nice shot.
Look at this faggot.
Did any of you ever fuck a pog before?
Yeah. Pole?
Oh yeah, all the time,
Round
like
begins
3 or 4 of
in
them, man.
3,
Fucking awesome.
2, 1. Fight.
How about a goat? How many times have you fucked up? Never mind, I can't even say it.
Fuck it, you gotta subscribe to them. What the fuck?
I'll get it.
All I gotta do is Google it and they'll see.
Nice shot.
Oh yeah, that'll make it work.
Are you talking about the North Pole or the South Pole?
Oh, pog. DAWG.
Headshot.
Oh, got my cup.
Hey, are you from America or not?
Not sure I want to Google Pog.
I've had I pretty much had every race, but like, the only race I didn't have is the Middle East or like Indians and shit. Bengali chicks.
Right on.
And out of all of them, who's winning the race? Black girls, right?
He's in the middle.
I'm not gonna necessarily say black, I'll say Jamaican.
He's up top! Go get the fucker!
What's the difference, man?
The difference, it's a
Hold
big
on.
difference.
Fucking jerk chicken, that's the difference.
That's like calling a fucking. That's like calling a Japanese person Chinese. They'll get
Yeah,
pissed.
like a fucking like Irish chick or Italian.
Exactly.
They look white.
The difference between it's fucking lasagna, man. Jesus Christ. Duh.
Sounds to me like Blackout's called a
I wanna
Chinese
hear the rest of
person.
this shit. What's the difference
He has
between
experience,
an
sounds
Italian chick and a Mexican girl?
I had a girl from Ukraine. It wasn't that good.
Just think they're probably too hot, right? To try.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this motherfucker ain't had shit.
You just said.
Come on, Blue, get in the
I'm
Christmas
kidding, man.
spirit.
I
Give
am.
us a round.
Honestly, man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The type of lifestyle I live,
Everyone in this room
I paid for
is
most
now
of that
dumber
shit.
for having listened to it.
It's hot as fuck, dude.
I
mean,
just
so
rather,
you're-
I'd rather pay the fuck and just don't go through the headache.
I agree, man.
I mean, I'm in a
I
relationship.
agree.
May not seem like much of a time save, it adds up over the course of a run. And finally, he was also looking for the diversification values, or DVs, assigned to Squirtle. You see, once the game begins, it randomly assigns values to 4 statistics for your starter Pokemon: attack, defense, speed, and special on a scale from 0 to 15. Ideally, you would want these values to be as close to 15 as possible, as the higher the value is, the higher the possible value you can reach for that stat. If Worcester got bad DVs, he would just reset the game and try again for better ones. It was worth restarting a run right away than attempting to play it out with bad stats.
My girlfriend is like my girlfriend is like a full-born Jamaican. She was born there.
Full-born Jamaican?
You know what I meant? Fucking drunk.
That's fucking hot as fuck, man. Full-born Jamaican.
Other than Jamaican, not all Jamaicans have good pussy, but hers is good.
But the full-borns, man, that's the shit, dude.
Other than Jamaicans, the best I've had was probably Chinese.
Chinese, Jamaican?
Oh, you
What
so
the
big,
fuck?
Blackout. You so big.
You know what's funny? That's what they all say. I'm like, so what are, I'm so like, what are you used to then? Like, I don't even think I'm that big.
Like fucking 3 inches.
Because it's a lot of black guys with way bigger cocks than me. So if they think I'm big, that must mean like they fuck a lot of small dicks.
Blackout, do you know who Jonah Falcon is?
Nah.
He's got a 13.5-inch dick. It's the biggest one. Do you know what color he is?
What, white?
He's a white dude.
I mean, I've seen it before.
I mean, black dudes.
Wow.
You know,
Hold
got
on.
the reputation
Are
for
we
having big
talking
dicks.
about dicks?
Blackout is like.
I've seen a lot of porn movies like with, like you know how some of them be having like for a white guy.
Hold on. So, I want to hear the rest of this shit. Okay. You guys seriously trying to figure out who's got the biggest dick ever?
Where did he know?
I can tell you one thing. Chinese guys have the smallest.
Jonah Falcon has the biggest dick ever recorded. And he's still alive.
What about that porn star name? What's his name? Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, he doesn't.
The guy from
have a dick.
Extents.
Yeah,
I don't even know
Ron
what race he
Jeremy.
is. What race is he? Indian or something?
He looks Italian or something.
Dude,
Wait,
it's like a fucking
hold on.
douchebag.
Who's got the biggest dick?
Stupid as shit.
Wait, who's got the biggest dick ever?
Jonah Falcon.
Hold up. Is it like? Is it
Alright.
one of those? Is
What's
it
his
fake,
first
or
name,
is it
dude?
real?
Is it Falcon?
Cause I don't know. Sometimes when I see porn, I be thinking that shit
He
is
said
like
some
fake.
kind of
I don't
Falcon.
think. I think it's like some type of like effects they're using.
Camera trickery.
Yeah. I
He
don't
must
know.
have a huge
Ain't no way.
dick.
Dick. If your dick is that big, how the fuck do you walk in your fucking like all day?
This guy has problems walking.
I just don't know why you know that. This is my problem.
You gotta know how you stack up.
Why would you know who has the biggest dick in the entire world? And ever.
Hey,
Because
LD,
I
you
gotta-
gotta chill, man. You always made me fucking spill my liquor.
LD,
My
because
fucking
I
beer.
gotta. LD, I gotta know who else measures up to.
Impressive pass. 2 frames.
You know what?
2 seconds. Excellent.
All of this careful planning awarded work.
Female will tell you straight up that they don't like when dicks are too big. Like it's
You know
uncomfortable
what?
for them.
That's a fucking great answer, but I don't believe you.
Prepare your team.
Alright, you can't be no more than fuck.
That shit, like that
I mean,
shit
what's
hurts
he
them.
got a
They don't
fucking-
like that shit.
He's got like a 14-inch dick, so I mean, you can't, I mean, what the fuck are you even saying?
Round begins in
Just googled it.
2, 1. Fight.
Bro, why did you Google it? Why did you Google it, LD?
I had to fucking, I'm a investigative reporter.
What's his name again?
Jonah
Bag it.
Falcon.
Impressive.
Rusty is his name.
His name is Rusty.
His name is LD3.
No. Dude, no. I don't have near a 14-inch dick.
I don't even know how that's possible.
I know, right? I would, if I had a 14-inch
Well,
dick,
just look it up.
I would have a 14-inch dick.
I think I'd rather have a 4-inch dick than a 14-inch dick.
Man, I'm just saying, Jesus Christ, dude. Especially if you're like really short.
I mean, you know, that's too big.
That would suck.
I wouldn't even
like,
want to. I wouldn't want
a
to.
5'2" with a 14-inch dick. That's fucked up.
Fight.
Like, if your dick is that big and you wear tight jeans, you can't even get up and walk around.
Just saying.
I wear tight jeans, so I wear slim fit.
Skinny jeans.
No, slim fit. Skinnies are too tight.
Oh my god, if you, dude, you're gay.
I mean, my dick is smaller than Jonah Falcon's, but I go to the grocery store, and women can't stop staring at my fucking crotch. They like follow me around.
It's funny when you like see them looking at it though, like you're not.
Last standing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've stopped paying attention because every woman in the freaking grocery store looks at it.
When I go to work, I just see a whole bunch of girls staring at my shit. Like, yo, like you, like the fuck.
You guys are fucking so stupid. You're so dumb.
And then I get kind of like weird feeling when a dude's like staring at it. I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at?
Who wins the round? Accuracy.
That's when he gets all excited and shit. Bam! Mail my
Like, man, dude, I think I know what you want, but I'm out of service.
Fight.
Oh fuck, let's spectator. Spectator in. Take the fucking
Hey,
spec.
you fuck off, asshole. You're a dickhead every time you come in here. Hey, you fuck off, asshole.
Hey, who the fuck is that faggot? Alright, I love every one of you. I'm roasting. Merry Christmas.
Do you love me?
Have a happy new year.
Merry Christmas, LD.
Don't
Hey,
listen
LD.
to anything I say from now on.
LD.
Or from like the last 2 hours on, okay?
Worcester a time far ahead of any other Pokemon Red and Blue speedrunner. McMillan's run looked so much slower in comparison, and it was clear to everyone that Worcester was the dominant Pokemon Blue speedrunner. And as it usually goes with speedrunners, the dominant runner tends to hold on to their record for a very long time. Like I mentioned before, Worcester got his 158, which was the time that the game gave you at the end after completing the game, in November 2011.
What do you do?
He sucks dick!
I got two jobs. I work an actual job and I work for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So what's
He works
I don't
at
even wanna
Pizza
know.
Hut.
I don't even wanna know.
I sell dildos and flashlights on eBay.
He works at
Get your
Pizza Hut
package.
delivering pizzas, and then when he's not doing that, then he's out sucking dicks. Right, Blackout?
The only reason I'm in the house right now playing Quake is because I'm trying to save money.
Oh yeah, this is cheap entertainment.
Trying to save money.
It's entertainment that'll make you
Man,
laugh.
you need to get on this guy's saving money
I'm
plan.
one of those people that goes out and spend like 300 in a night, like on some bullshit.
So you're
Last
stupid.
standing.
I wouldn't say stupid.
You're stupid.
I mean,
You're so dumb. You are really dumb.
LD, that's not nice,
Like
okay?
I don't. When I do that, I'm still fine. Like I don't put myself in anything.
alright.
I'm like I
Just
make
say
enough money to cover it, but still, like it's unnecessary.
Accuracy.
So you're still stupid.
Accuracy.
So why are you spending 300 a night?
Yeah.
I didn't say a night. I said when I go out, it'll happen
Round
like
begins
on a
in
weekend.
Saying,
No, you did. You was like all badass.
Okay.
I spent.
Usually, when I go out, I go to a strip club and I get a bottle. A bottle alone is like 150.
Where the fuck can you get a bottle for 150?
Man.
At a strip club.
He's
in my
a
time.
player.
That's bullshit. Ain't no bottle for 150 out your